Good morning, good afternoon, good evening. This is a scene for Sept of the Howling Winds, a War of the Apocalypse game. It is another session of Veronica and her inferior friends.
Yes.
Veronica has been losing her shit, throwing fallen branches and small rocks and kind of losing it on the training ground, which gets the attention of one of the betas of the Sept, who comes over, watches her, waits until she calms down because Jesus fucking Christ, he's not going near her right now.
That takes at least 20 minutes.
I mean, he's got time. He's got Candy Crush. I'll text her, why you mad, bae? Oh no,
This will
oh shit,
happen
oh
when
fuck, why? I'm just kidding.
she slowly relaxes into Hammond form, though heavy breathing.
Kind of like he was when he found out that her baby wasn't his. Got it. So he walks over to her and he just kind of tilts his head. I would ask if you're mad, but he just kind of thins his lips, narrows his eyes. That's clear.
She's still breathing, still with a annoyed look on her face.
What happened?
Hold on, I'm trying to figure out how to articulate this out of game correctly.
Right?
Because she's not going to be able to coherently mention it. So the best way I could describe her dialogue is certain sentences are jumbled and they're not coherent, and he makes out pack members leaving, as well as family problems.
So he kind of clenches his teeth and ooh, okay. Well, which one do you want to talk about first, the family problems or the packmates leaving?
She looks around to make sure no one's watching.
There's no one.
She'll talk about the packmate ones. Two of my pack members broke up. One of them's getting engaged, and Theo mentioned congratulations, and Victor went off.
No, buddy.
Victor at one point lost it, and he left our pack. Theo feels awkward for all the awful things he did, and doesn't feel he can make up for what he did here. So he's leaving.
I knew about Theo. My packmate finally set him free after, well, a very healthy round of testing. Look, I know it's upsetting, okay, but packs fall apart, Veronica.
And a lot of this stuff happened with Theo because of Dev. I'm not told.
Dev's your brother.
She says through her clenched jaw, yes. And Camden is related.
So you're worried that about the effect this is going to have?
His role would show that he is aware this would be affecting her image, as well as people will hold it against her, even though she's not affiliated with either of the three. Or correction, she's not responsible, but people will be like, you associated with them.
Look, your pack just came back from and you led a very successful mission. Dev is gone. To God knows where. Theo leaves too. Give it a couple of weeks to blow over. You'll be fine. Let's talk about all the things you have going for you right now, okay?
You could tell at this point she's calming down a lot better. She's not at that point where she can't, like, she's not jambling sentences or shaking with anger that some people do or any of those things.
Your husband is breaking his ass setting up a new court, which, by the way, was based on your dream. This is what you wanted, Veronica.
That catches her end.
The protege of the Alpha of the Sept. You still have a strong pack with what you have left. And sure, you're probably going to lose Petra and Lita as well. But you, Saul, Bailey, trust me. That is the Night Riders. And an all Shadow Lord pack. Now, granted, you may have to work around your totem, things like that, but it happens. It's cutting away the excess so that growth can spring anew. Think about how the storm sometimes strikes and sets fire to the land and burns things away. Yes, you're left with ash, but greater things grow from it. Right?
His words actually are getting her attention.
I'll smile to her softly.
Out of game, he knows the perfect way to talk to her.
No, I know he does.
So amusing.
He smiles. So look. Yeah, you're angry right now, and I'm so sorry. It must be very frustrating. And on top of that, you're pregnant. So, honestly, a stab to your security right now? He'll actually look around and reach up and stroke her cheek. It's the last thing you need right now. Look, you are doing amazing with this Thunderworm mission. Yeah.
And there's one more step to go to finish that one off.
Exactly. You're so close to your victory, my dear. Which I have no doubt you will secure. A rabbit arm around her waist.
She uses.
And kind of pull her to his chest. Like, why don't you and I go talk about this over a bottle of wine?
That sounds great.
Are you sure? You seemed a little hesitant there.
Out of game, she's not hesitant.
Oh,
Getting the tension out. Because it usually takes people a long time, like when they're really, really mad to break away from that.
He'll smile. He'll lean down and kiss her cheek gently, but it's like at the corner of her mouth.
She smiles.
He'll offer his arm to her.
She takes it.
And he will lead her. Do you want to end the scene there, or did you want to talk to Sebastian?
We could do a Fade of Black and talk to Sebastian afterwards.
Yes.
Because I've been wanting to do some time with Sebastian.
Petra is yet, like, you can't talk to him just yet, but soon. But
Petra
Sebastian is talkable.
Petra, she's just been doing like little trinkets here and there with chicken nuggets and Szechuan sauce.
Aw.
So but sweet. She's been getting 3 of them just so the other kitties don't eat them all on him. So it's like, no, he gets his own. You cannot fuck with him during this hard time.
He is so out of it too. Like, he's just finally coming around, but
because like that's her best friend. Even though she won't use that friend, like those terms, that's her best friend.
Ever. I like this guy, don't fuck with him.
Yeah, it's like, nope, he's my cat.
That's cat. Don't mess with him. Don't mess with him. That's my cat. Oh, give me 1 second. Okay, I'm getting his overlay.
Okay.
Hold on. I actually don't have his overlay saved to my computer, but I have it readily available.
Okay.
I need this. I need this. I need this. I'm going to put it in our chat.
Do you think Lindsay is shocked by how extreme Veronica reacted?
Yes, I am. Or she is shocked. No! Get back here! Sorry. Come on, let's be real. If anybody is watching this shit, they're used to this. Know what to expect.
The difference is with certain characters, they're not going to get a reason why. Like, if like Ian came by, I'll be like, "This doesn't concern you. Get out. Leave me alone."
I'm not saying die, but you can go off and do it.
Pretty much.
Save images. Howling Wind. Open. Save the fucking image. Get your brother. I'm trying so hard to find your brother.
And even though this sounds weird, it's healthy that she got that out.
It is. That's there. There's your brother. Okay. Look at that. There you go. There's your Sebastian.
Yes. The Thunder
He's
siblings.
And doing Sebastian things. He's brooding. His arms are crossed. Brooding somewhere.
I think that's the look.
It draws her to him.
He is brooding over Sebastian. Sebastian is brooding over Sully.
He's brooding over Sully. How dare you, bitch?
You can't be sneaky with my sister like this. I mean, you're nice about it, but still. I didn't give you the Shadow Lord lecture.
Your hands off my sister. So when she comes to him, he just gives her that look that's in his overlay. Damn it, stares her down. What do you want?
I'm in the most pissed off mood. I need someone in the family to talk to. I don't know who else to talk to.
He takes a deep breath and looks at her. I'm angry too.
Do you just want to have a sibling vent, you and I?
So like the snacks come out and like the juice boxes and all that shit and like the Thunder chips.
Yes.
They just sit. They just fucking sit. Yoo-hoo. They're drinking Yoo-hoo. That's it. Glasses of Yoo-hoo.
Excellent.
And like Cheetos. No shit. That is legitimately what they are eating.
All
He's
kitty foods.
just sitting there with his arms crossed, sipping his fucking Yoo-hoo from its glass bottle. I have to send my son back to Boston.
I am sorry to hear that.
I expected more. Unfortunately. He's not handling Seeker leaving him well. I don't blame her, though. I just think she left me for him. He looks at her like, his face, just the irony. He's like, wait, hold on. My mate left me for my son and then got pregnant with your husband's children. And then he just looks at her.
You have no idea how awkward that was for me to find that out. Which outer game that was awkward.
I'm so sorry. It just played out like that.
You know, he was avoiding telling me that for a while. He was afraid to go near me.
I would be too.
Outer game, Veronica has intolerance of being lied to.
That's why he was like, I just need to be quiet. He needs to tell me.
So, 2 people left my pack. Victor and Theo.
I would ask to join your pack, but
Outer game? Wait, seriously?
I would ask to join your pack, but I'm fucking Athro and you'd have to buy him as an ally.
That's like the second time like someone told me I could buy a higher character as an ally. Lindsay said I could do that with Rose.
I mean, I'm willing to negotiate you buying Sebastian as a pack member as an ally. That's, if you want to talk about that, that's fine. But he doesn't have a pack.
That would be a nasty pack member. So she just sighs and she's like, not saying what Theo did was irredeemable, but some of the things perpetuate it also because of Dev. That bothers me, as well as Camden.
Camden has been off in the Ozarks, busily shagging I think, child of Gaia kinfolk. It's not exactly like... I think Father has actually written him off and disowned him from the family. So we don't get him as a whipping boy anymore, but that also means he's been disowned and we don't have to worry about him.
He could tell with Veronica's like not saying out loud that like these three things could be associated with her reputation just through association. And out of game, when you brought up that she's pregnant, I totally forgot like that does affect her emotions too.
It does. So he just crosses his arms again, sipping on his fucking yoo-hoo. Why can't we just take over the set?
At least it's under Shadow Lord control.
That's true. How are you with Sullivan Black?
She chokes on her yoo-hoo at that point, being busted.
He blinks. I'm sorry, what?
So things are going very well.
I missed something at some point. What?
I was given permission I could have him as a lover.
He sips his yoo-hoo.
Sullivan might be also the reason the training grounds not left into a pile of electrical cinders.
Wow. He just shakes his head like. So let me understand this correctly. You are the protege of the alpha and the lover of the beta.
Yep.
So he raises his yoo-hoo to her and clinks glasses. I feel so lazy next to you.
Out of game, it's all that power. It's like it's a discreet way of taking over.
He'll shake his head and he'll soften a little bit and he'll kind of look over to her. How are you doing though? Seriously.
After talking a little better, but those things did like all at once. I had to get that out of my system. Also, you're gonna be an uncle.
Is it Sully's?
No.
Oh.
Kaz said, damn.
You're right, you do have two husbands. It could be either or.
Yeah. What they both said is, regardless, they will treat the child as it's theirs. He or she is theirs. They will fully love them and raise them as their own.
But are you doing the same thing with Seeker?
Yes, I'm not disowning. Where else would they go?
But how do you really feel about that? Finally, somebody fucking asks.
I was shocked that he knocked her up, as he put it, by accident.
Oh, wow. Wow, okay.
Cassia, those are his children. He's an alpha, so with them I would have no issue accepting the children, and I do respect Seeker. Cassia, unfortunately, he never, because of circumstances in his past, he never got a chance to raise his child or have a family.
Let's see. So,
out of game, that is a true concern,
that is
Veronica.
Very true, yes. He'll actually soften and look at her. You really love him, don't you?
He's one of a kind. I would not know what I would do without him or Valerie.
Wish I had what you guys had.
Out of game, now Veronica's gonna go looking for somebody for him.
I do have Raz, and I'll smile softly and look down.
How are you two doing?
You ever... He'll kind of narrow his eyes and think. You ever feel like you know someone, you're with them, you love them, but you're just not connecting on some level? I care for him. I want to be with him. I don't want to leave him. When I'm around him, it's great, but I just sometimes feel very alone. Maybe honestly, I just need to kind of focus on him a little more. I just need to, I don't know, just stroke his face, like rub it. Ah! How do you do it? How do you juggle two? Oh, I can barely juggle one. You have two up in the air.
Because Cassia is with Valerie as well.
And then three. No, and you're also oh.
Out of game, I don't know how she does it.
Oh, neither do I actually.
It's the complex. That's all I have to say.
It's supporting it. I get it. He sighs deeply.
Out of game, I'm gonna probably talk to the Bastet and be like, find him a match, please.
Oh my god, please find my brother a match. He needs a good man.
Might ask Rose.
Then Rose is gonna want to do him.
Rose would be good at picking out somebody, I feel.
God damn, this is gonna be hilarious.
Just as long as it's not a Petrova.
Oh my god, I'm dying.
As long as it's not like, hey, I found you a boyfriend. His name is Alexi.
I want to be there. Oh god, no, that would never happen. But I want to see that. Oh. I'll just shake his head and look at her. You. There is someone, but he and I are long over. But he's actually on Sept.
She raises an eyebrow.
He's actually your best little kitty's brother, actually. Petra's brother, Corey. And I used to, together. A long time ago.
Out of game, that makes sense.
When, when I first, I danced the spiral, right?
I do know that.
Corey was the alpha of my hive. He's Fallen Silverfang. He broke off from the Tortovas. Well, he was rebellion stage, was dancing in the spiral, so when we both left, we left together. His brother was one of my lovers too, actually, but he ended up dying when Tully's wife died. He, his daughter, and Tully's wife, they were all together, and they died. But Corey and I he clears his throat. She actually sees tears forming in his eyes.
And she doesn't even know how to Like she looks at him concerned, but it's like she doesn't really know how to deal with that.
Yeah, he'll just shake his head and he'll fight him back. Actually, he blinks them away. It's
Out of
stupid. Don't worry about it.
out of game, different blue booking that.
Right though. Yeah, he'll just shake his head. But Corey Petrova and I used to have a thing. We used to have a thing. And he'll sip his yoo-hoo.
She takes a Cheeto Puff and just tosses it at him. Like, you know how some people tease to break tension?
Yeah. He'll pick it up and eat it and smile at her.
I just love her reaction. Oh, fuck my day.
That's fuck me dead, by the way.
I prefer to think fuck my day. Oh, shit. I could just always have Rose go look for him.
Oh God! You just go find him yourself. Trust me, it'll be good for you. Just do it in text.
Hold on, is this so out of game you could give Veronica a deed name about matchmaking?
Yeah, sure. Let's go with
No.
that. No. Oh my God, no. You wanna end the scene here with them eating Cheetos and drinking yoo-hoo?
Sure.
Okay. Thank you, players, for playing, and thank you, watchers, for watching. Bye.